Hello Gemini, how are you? How are you really? This is your weekly tarot reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. Before I go into your reading, I actually want to apologize for the inconvenience of how late y'all's video was last week or this week that we're coming out of. Bunch of stuff popped up, no excuses, but just know I will try my hardest to make sure that never happens again. Okay? So yeah, now I'm starting this week out with you guys so I can kind of make up for how late y'all's videos was. Okay, so just bear with me. Okay, we're gonna get the show back on the road. Okay, just pray that all is well with you. So what can we expect for this week for Gemini? What can we expect for this week for Gemini? Oh wow. So a whole bunch of cards just shot out for you, okay? So hopefully this week is not chaotic for you, okay? We're gonna pray that it is not. All right, so what can we expect for this week for Gemini? What energy is Gemini in for this week? All right, so right here, Gemini, we have the King of Cups in reverse, okay? So, are we not feeling all too confident this week in the matters of the heart? Okay, so if we're talking from your reading that we just finished up, actually it was about you wanting to take that leap of faith into the unknown, kind of like by yourself, but you're not feeling like you have the support team that you need. It's kind of like the same thing here. Okay, so we're pretty much in the same energy. Okay, it's like it's something that we really want, or a passion or a goal that we're really trying to shoot for, or a business that we're wanting to get started, or a relationship that we want to get started, or bumping up to a marriage. We really want this, but we're not really feeling too sure about it because one, we just feel like it's like we're still feeling like almost as if like we don't have the necessary tools that we need to do what it is that we want to do. Okay, so I'll pull some more cards, Gemini, but this is pretty much a continuation of your reading that I just finished out for you guys, like what, 2 days ago? Okay, so it's like you're very confident that this is something that you want, but it's kind of like you have your doubts or you're second guessing and procrastinating because it's like right now you feel like you can't really move how you want to. Okay, so why the Queen of Pentacles in reverse? Why is Gemini not feeling like they can really move how they want to? Do you not feel like you have enough money? Do you feel like you don't have the proper resources? Okay. And for some of you Geminis, you may feel like you don't have enough experience. You may feel like you don't have enough knowledge on a particular avenue that you're trying to embark on. Okay. You may feel like you don't have the necessary funds. Okay. Kind of like you're coming from a place of lack or feeling like you're inadequate. But why though? Like, why? Why the Queen of Pentacles in reverse? Why the Queen of Pentacles in reverse? Why are we in this energy? Alright, so here we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. And we also have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so you really wanted to make sure that you're doing the right thing here. But with this card right here, the Seven of Wands being in reverse, it's almost as if like, okay, you're thinking this through, like you're trying to think it through, you're giving it much attention, you're paying attention to all the details of the process, but Gemini, you might be thinking a little bit too hard. Okay, you might be thinking a little bit too hard. Okay, because if it's something that you wanted to embark on but you're feeling inadequate, it's almost as if like you're okay, this card right here speaks of lack. You feel like you can't really do what it is that you want to do because you feel like you lack something. But it's just kind of like maybe you're thinking about it way too hard, like, you know, because this Seven of Wands is in reverse. So it's letting me know that like you're in the hermit energy. Basically, you're sitting to yourself. You may be like jotting down in your journal what it is that you want to do and things of that nature. But it's kind of like, you know, you want to know what's the right thing to do here, but I don't know why I'm getting it, but some of y'all like really just might be looking too hard into the details. Okay, so like let's say for instance, if it's a business that you're trying to open, you may have looked online and they were like, oh, you got to get a bachelor degree, you got to do this, you got to get this type of license, it costs this much, you got to do this, you got to do that. And in your mind, you just kind of like, is this even the right thing to do? Okay, because you see how much is required to make this jump. But like we was talking in y'all's past video, if some of you Geminis are coming from or wanting to come from a relationship or a marriage where you're staying with somebody and it's just not working, so you want to move forward, it's like you want to, but you're sitting to yourself thinking heavily that you just don't have what it takes to make this jump. Okay, because you may know that, okay, rent, utilities, property insurance, and just things of that nature, it's almost as if like you're just, it's almost as if like, I get that some of you Geminis, it's like y'all probably sit up, like, I don't know why I see some of y'all probably with like a notebook and just jotting down everything that this move is going to require from you. Like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta have this in place, I gotta make sure this is right, I gotta have this amount of money. Like, if you're not careful with that, Gemini, you might end up actually talking yourself out of this. Okay, because it could even simply be a person that you want to be with, but you're just like, oh, I gotta get my teeth fixed first, I gotta lose weight, then I gotta get my hair done, get my nails done, then I gotta do this, and then I gotta wear these type of clothes. It's almost as if like you're talking yourself out of your blessing before you can even get to it, basically. Okay, because of the details. Okay, I understand that this move is probably gonna require a lot from you, Gemini, but it's just kind of like, it's almost as if like y'all are probably doing more thinking than you are actually doing, and like more planning than you are actually carrying it out. Like, for instance, if you want to start a YouTube channel, y'all may be thinking to yourself, oh, I gotta have a camera, gotta have this, gotta have good lighting, gotta have a nice background, gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta make sure, like, whew, it's just kind of like, just do it, Gemini. Because if you don't just do it and you continue to sit in this energy, especially with this card being a reverse, Gemini, if you keep sitting in this energy, darling, it's almost as if like you'll just end up talking yourself out of your blessing. Okay, if you stay in this energy for too long. Okay, because it's good to feel how you feel. The doubts that you're having are absolutely normal. The fears that you're having, they're normal. You're about to get ready to do something you've never done before, or that you have done it before and maybe it was a setback that happened. But how you feel is absolutely normal. It's normal for you to be in this energy, but I want to warn you against staying in this energy for too long. Okay, so I'm gonna pull some more cards for you, but I would just say, Gemini, just please don't get too carried away. It's good to look at the detail of things before you jump into it, but it's just kind of like some things you literally just have to take the leap of faith and let the universe figure other things out for you. Because like, for instance, how I started these tarot readings, I didn't look online, how do you do tarot readings, how do you read the cards. Like, at some point in time, actually, I did do that. And then after like my third or fourth article that I read about tarot reading, just something said within me like, Alana, stop reading about how to do it and just do it. You'll learn as you go, which I am. And you just have to know, not trust, not believe, not think, but you have to know that the universe is around you at all times, inside of you, through your thoughts, through your feelings, through your visions. Earlier, I had a vision about some train tracks. I don't even know why. But back to what I was saying, just sometimes, Gemini, you have to go with the flow. And y'all are Geminis. What are y'all, air signs? So you should know that. You should know that. Y'all are air signs. Just go with the flow. Go with the flow. Go with the flow, okay? Just go with the flow. And right now you may feel like you don't have the money, but who knows? Maybe a friend might come up to you and be like, oh, I'm trying to do that too. And they might pitch in. Or maybe an old check that you forgot to get from your old job, it just comes out of nowhere. Gemini, you have no idea how the universe can bless you. Like, you have absolutely no idea. And I can tell by how your reading is, because you're trying to think this through by yourself. So that's letting me know that you have absolutely no idea just how much the universe can do for you. Okay? But like, some things, Gemini, it's good to sit around and plan. But when you want to make big moves like King of Cups, okay? When you want to make big moves like that, you have to give the universe space to help you, okay? If you have a big plan in mind that you want to carry out, and you know it's going to require, if you know you're going to need help, you have to let the universe know that you need help. But you can't let the universe know that you need help by trying to figure it out by yourself. It doesn't work like that, because the universe is like, oh, well, Gemini just want to have her notebook out and figured it out by herself, or have his notebook out and figure it out all by himself, so I'ma just let him. Okay? Like, you have to give the universe the signal that you need help, basically. And that's basically what I do with my tarot readings. Like, yes, I read a couple articles about the different, like, how do you interpret it and things of that nature, but the universe spoke to me through my thoughts. Like, it was a loud thought. It's just like, stop reading this stuff and just go do it. Just pull your cards out. You know how to read. You know how to look at numbers. You know how to break down and decode stuff. So just go out and do it. And whatever you need help with, I will provide you with that knowledge through your thoughts. So sometimes I get random thoughts just by looking at these cards. It's not me. It's the universe helping me. And it can help you as well, but Gemini, you have to let it. Like, you have to let the universe help you. But you can't let it help you if you're trying to figure it out all by yourself. Because just imagine if I didn't even record this video. If I didn't even start this YouTube channel, like, at all. And I was just like, oh, I don't have a proper camera. I don't have enough money for the camera. I don't have good lighting. I don't have a nice background. Like, none of these videos that y'all see on my channel would ever exist. Not even today. None of this content would be out if I did it by myself. But I didn't do it by myself. I did it with the universe. I still don't have a proper camera. I'm using a phone. And I'm like, just now, like 2-3 years after being on YouTube, I'm just now actually getting a proper lighting stand and a proper background. Like, you know, and I didn't even buy my background. These are drawings. These are things that I drew out with my hand here at home. Okay? So Gemini, if it's almost as if you are blocking your own blessings. It's almost as if you're in your own way, because one, you're thinking too hard, paying too much attention to the details, and you're also trying to do it all by yourself. Okay? So it's just kind of like, let's say, for instance, Gemini, if you trying to think of a good analogy to where y'all can really, like, truly understand where I'm coming from. Okay? What if, okay, let's say, for instance, when you were little, let's say, for instance, you know how a baby starts to, like, crawl and stuff like that. Let's say, for instance, when the baby tried to stand, let's say that the parents was like, no, we just gonna teach the baby how to walk by itself. Like actually having a book in front of the baby, like, okay, so we put his leg like this, like this. Like, basically, you're trying to do what nature is supposed to do. Like, if that makes sense at all. I don't know. I hope it did. To some of y'all it will. To some of y'all it won't. But Gemini, it really looks like it's good that you're wanting to take this action, but it's like, it's almost as if, like, you're taking the fun out of the process. Like, it's God or the universe's job to be the brains behind the operation. All you are is the spirit. You're part of that operation. You are not the operation itself. So it's not for you to figure it all out. It's just for you to participate in it. And for you to participate in it, Okay, it's kind of like a stage play, okay, Gemini? So let's say, for instance, if you're an actor, you're in front of the camera, okay? So it's their job to record and come up with who's gonna say what. That's not your job. Your job is to just stand in front of the camera and do your job, which is to act. It's not your job to also be behind the camera, also, you know, saying the different dialogues and holding up what the next person's supposed to say. Like, that's not your job, Gemini. Your job is simply to just participate in the play. In other words, here in life, okay, you have a goal, it's something you want to do, it's a business you want to open, it's a person you want to be with, or you want to bump it up to a marriage. Don't worry about the details. Don't worry about what's going on behind the camera. Just do your part, which is to do what? Carry out your role, okay? If you want to go out, open a business, go open it. You may feel like you don't have what it takes. You may feel like you don't have the funds, but if you just take that first step, which is even just simply going to your local, like, county's clerk and just talking to the person and asking them, like, hey, how do I get this business started up? Like, if you just take that first step, Gemini, if you take that first step, it's not about you meeting the requirements right now. You don't have to meet requirements to take a step. You don't have to have a certain amount of money to take a step. Even if you want to buy a house, you don't have to have the money just to take that step, and just call the people to ask them, hey, how much will this be? Okay? It's almost as if you're holding yourself back just from doing that. Okay? But I would just say to just go ahead and get started with whatever it is that you want to do. Okay? Or if, like we were saying, if you're coming from a controlling relationship or marriage, you do not have to have money, Gemini, to pick the phone up and call your local housing authority or call the people that own the other apartments and ask them, like, how much is the rent per month? Is the utilities included? You do not have to meet any type of requirements to take the first step. Okay? All you have to do is take that first step and let the universe know that you're trying to do something. And once the universe sees that you're trying to do something, it is going to help you, okay? If you wait until you're prepared, Gemini, this will never come to life. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. They try to wait until they're prepared to do something. You shouldn't always prepare for stuff. Some things you just have to jump into, and then the universe swoops in and like, oh, my baby's trying to do something, so let me, you know, make sure she's straight, or let me make sure he gets this done. But it looks like you're trying to do something big that you know, like what you've been in this energy right here, feeling inadequate, is letting me know that you feel like you lack. So you know that you need help. You know that you need more. You know that you need people around you. Okay? So this is letting you know that you do need help. You do need the universe. Okay? But you have to show the universe that you need it. You have to show God that you need him. And you do that by taking that first step. You have to show him that you really need help. It's kind of like, let's say, for instance, if you're a little child and you're standing on the side of the street and you want to cross the street, okay? The bystanders, the people beside you, they won't know to help you if you're just standing there. But if they see that you're actively trying to cross the street, then that's when the adults swoop in and they're just like, okay, she's trying to cross the street, let me help her. But if you just stand there, you don't take any steps at all, you just look at the street and just look at the sidewalk, like, you don't give off the signal that you need help. But it's when you take that first step into the road, whenever the bystanders see that, okay, this child is trying to cross the road, this child needs help. So that's when they all swoop in and make sure that you get across the street. So you can take that same analogy and apply it for whatever it is that you're trying to do here, Gemini. Even if you're a Gemini man and you wanted to marry your woman, but you feel like you don't have enough money for the ring, you can get a ring out the gumball machine. The right woman could care less about what you put on her finger. I'll let that be known. It don't have to be something expensive. And even if you did want to get her something nice, if she did have a particular ring that she did pick out that she wants, you do not have to have the money to call the people to ask them, hey, can we set up some type of payment arrangement to where I can pay this off per month? Can we set up some type of like layaway type thing where I can get this whenever I get my paycheck, or can I pay it now and pay the rest later? Like, Gemini, you do not have to have it all right now. All you have to do is take that first step, make that first phone call, and go ahead and meet up with that client. All you have to do is take the first step. And once the universe sees what you're trying to do, like, it can hear you talking about it all day. It can see you writing in your notebook all day long. But if you're not actively trying to carry this out, the universe is not, like, it doesn't work like that. You have to actively be doing or walking towards the path that you want to go on into. You want to open that business, you need to be actively showing the universe that you're trying to open it. Okay? It could be simply just picking up the phone to network with other business owners. Okay? All you have to do is make that first step, and the universe will take it from there. Okay, y'all can take that from me. Once again, I live out alone in my own place. When I first got here, literally all I had was a bed, and yeah, really all I had was a bed. I wasn't worried about what, I thought about, but I didn't wait until I have a couch and this and that. I just moved out here, okay? And along the way, like, I've been out here like a year and like 2 months. And now I have everything: the couch, the TV stands, the tables, the microwave, the toasters, all of that. But I wasn't worried about that from the jump. I just knew I needed to take the first step, which was to go ahead and call, see if these people were accepting anybody, seeing how much it was, getting that payment in, and you just really have to go with the flow. You have to trust the universe, okay? But the universe cannot help you if you don't show that you need help, okay? You know that you need help. You know that you need help. That's why you're feeling inadequate this week. But you have to show that you need help by actually taking the first step, okay? But all right, that's pretty much all that I have for you for this week, Gemini. Thank you so much for tuning back in with your girl. If you like this video, be sure to like it. Also subscribe so the next time y'all's video come out, you have first-hand access to it. Also, feel free to comment at the bottom how this resonates with you so your other Geminis can comment and y'all can have y'all's own little community, okay? Once again, thanks so much for watching. Until next time, toodles!